Back in 2009, Maria and I were on vacation in a dive off of Jamaica. We spotted a lionfish. As beautiful as it was, we realized that it didn't belong there. Until recent decades, this normally nocturnal hunter could only be found in its native range of the Indo-Pacific seas of Asia, Hawaii, and Australia. You are watching an animation depicting reports of lionfish starting from 1985 to present day. Remember, these are merely those encounters or removals which were actually reported to this database. The current state of this invasion is likely worse than it appears here. It is now generally agreed that a number of different releases by private aquarium owners throughout the region unknowingly created this devastating invasion by intentionally releasing their unwanted pets into the Atlantic and Caribbean waters. According to some experts, this may go down as the worst marine environmental disaster in recorded history. Their invaded range is impressive indeed. They have adapted perfectly to a variety of environmental conditions. They have up to 18 needle-sharp venomous spines. They've been found in the mangrove shallows and also been reported in depths of up to 1,500 feet. They can survive upriver many miles from ocean inlets and very low salinity levels. Lionfish can reproduce at alarming rates. In a year, a single female can produce up to 2 million eggs and larvae that are carried by ocean currents, sometimes many hundreds of miles before they settle on the bottom. As of this date, lionfish still have no natural predators who have stepped up to routinely prey upon them in their invaded range. There have, however, been a few documented cases of Nassau grouper, sharks, and eels having only an occasional interest in them. If we don't take action to control these lionfish numbers, many marine species will be depleted, and the balance of many ecosystems will be adversely affected and perhaps unable to recover. So, what are we currently doing about this problem? All of these efforts are great and really need to continue. But are they solving the problem? Unfortunately, we've not been able to keep up with their advancement. There's some good news, however. Researchers have documented that local culling efforts certainly are effective in tamping down lionfish populations in those areas, which are routinely cleaned by divers, providing that the pressure can be maintained regularly on that site. Experts now agree that the development of a lionfish trap will aid greatly in removal efforts and commercialization of this species. A trap would work in depths beyond the reach of scuba divers, in areas of lower visibilities or in strong currents, and be active 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A lionfish trap, which would have close to zero bycatch, will be preferred. We are well on our way to develop just such a trap. The unique pattern recognition program was written exclusively for us by a notable physicist and is currently undergoing a series of very successful bench tests. It can best be described as an artificial intelligence device controlling a neural network which runs a pattern recognition program. Amazingly, this device is able to recognize lionfish over all other marine species. The video you are watching shows a random series of marine species being analyzed by our pattern recognition program. Recognition of a lionfish is indicated by a red flashing light, and all others a green light. The flick of the blue light you see represents a command being sent to the program, asking it to identify the marine species currently being displayed. There's a brief pause of less than 2 seconds, and the green light flashes if it's not a lionfish, and a red light if identified as a lionfish. Once this device can be incorporated within our Frapper Trap, it will activate a gated entry system allowing lionfish to enter the trap while dismissing all other marine species. We call this our gated entry module. Our goal is to remove lionfish only while having zero bycatch. Our next step is where you come in. We need to fabricate a waterproof version, link up the gates, and run a series of tests in the lab with our live specimens we have removed from Florida's waters. Following successful lab results, we are poised to fabricate and deploy our Frapper Traps throughout the affected regions. Every day we wait somewhere, another piece of our marine environment is taken over by these fish. It is not too late to turn this thing around and get the upper hand on these guys and bring more of them to the fish markets and restaurants. If you care about restoring and maintaining the health of our marine environments nearly as much as we do, there is a way to assist us. You can help us take the next step in the development of this trap. Please contribute any amount that you are able to, and we will put your contribution to work immediately on this project. Thank you for taking the time to view our presentation.